Hey loves, it's your girl DeeDee and welcome back to the channel. So I am back with another reaction video. Now before we get into the video, if you are new to the channel and you like the content, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It is free to subscribe. Also share and like the video as well. And hit that notification bell to be notified when I go live or post new content. So you guys see the title. We're going to go ahead and jump into this reaction. I'm going to stop talking. Let's go ahead and get into it. Here we go.
All right. Kind of want to get into a topic today. A little bit of background about myself. I am 27 years old. I have a 5-year-old daughter who's going to be 6 in a couple of weeks. And I am also with child. Second child. I'm having a boy. Basically, I came on here to kind of talk about my journey right now as a single pregnant mother. And I know everybody looking at me like I'm crazy now, like, oh, blah, blah, blah. You know who you had a baby by, and this, that, and the third, and blah, 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 blah. Like, okay, whatever.
You know, I always ask this question, and I know everybody is free to do whatever it is they want to do, or talk about what they want to talk about, have opinions, all that good stuff. And I get it. I often wonder if social media is therapeutic for some people. If going on social media, just telling all of your personal business, is that a release for some people? And I think it is. Like, some people just have no other outlet or don't really have a therapist or anything like that. So I think sometimes talking about your issues kind of is a release for people to talk about on social media. I guess that's what it is, because I often wonder, why do people put all of their personal, a lot of this stuff we wouldn't even know about if people didn't post it. People could go and have babies and never tell us anything, and we won't know anything. We won't have anything to really comment on social media. But people like to post their business on social media. I don't know. For the life of me, I don't understand why. Like, everything about their lives, they post it. And I just think that's crazy. And I don't think everything should be for public consumption. But hey, I guess it's the era that we're in, where people are just kind of feel compelled to post everything. It's just interesting to me. I just wanted to point that out. Let's continue though.
I'm not really the type of person to go do what I do, be grown or whatever y'all want to call it, and then when I get pregnant, you know, like the A word, get rid of it. I'm not that type of person. I know what I did, and I'm definitely just not comfortable with getting rid of my baby. Don't get me wrong, I'm not against people who, you know, are able to do that. Like, your body, you know, you do what you do for your body. Like, that's just you. I'm just not the type of person. And of course you don't think that, like, oh, you get pregnant when you're with your boyfriend, you think that you want to be together, you know, you want things to work out, and when it don't, it's not like you get rid of it, like, or something. I don't know, can't really explain it, but yeah.
But I think the part that a lot of young people are missing, and just people in general, is before you make a baby with a person, you need to really vet the person. You really need to figure out, and it's the two of you. You both need to figure out if this is a relationship that you actually want to be in, and if you really, what it is that you really want, because it is 2024 and this is not a new thing. And I see a lot of young women constantly making the same mistake over and over and over and over again. And this is no shade to this young woman or anything like that, but it's just, it's becoming an epidemic where a lot of these young people are just having a boyfriend or sleeping around, and they're just getting pregnant left and right. And you would think if you did it that first time, you would learn from that mistake and not do it like that again. And I think, you know, what we see, I could see, even if, you know, which I recommend getting married and creating a family the right way. But even if you're in a committed relationship and married, because marriage is not for everyone, right? Let's just be honest. Everybody don't want to get married. But if you're in a committed relationship with a man and a woman who wants kids and y'all agreed upon it, at least you would have that established, that both of you want children and that both of you are going to be there to support the children. Because what we're seeing is young women getting pregnant by men who don't want children, because you knock them up, you're sleeping around, and then they pop up pregnant, and then the fathers are nowhere to be found. And I'm saying this because she's saying this is her second child. And this is how you end up with a high body count with a bunch of children by different men. And then you end up finding yourself in a struggle because you're struggling to do all of this by yourself and you don't have any support, at least by the fathers. And in my opinion, children need mothers and fathers. They need stable households. We got to put the blame on the women as well because it's your body, your choice. So you have to make the decision not to lay up with somebody just all willy-nilly and end up getting pregnant. You're responsible for your womb and what goes in it and what comes out of it. It's a single mother epidemic and it's going to get harder. And if you don't have support of the fathers in those children's lives, the ones who are going to suffer is the children. The children are the ones who really suffer from all of it. But let's continue.
Not getting rid of my baby. I wasn't going to get rid of my baby because I thought, hey, we're going to be together. We're going to make this work. Unfortunately, it didn't. Cool. I would honestly say,
but let me just say this. This is why the relationship has to be established before you bring children into the picture. You have to have enough time in with a person and established relationship, a marriage preferably, where you're in it for enough time to know that you're in it. But it's done backwards, and then people wonder why it's so hard and why they having such a hard time and why the children suffer as a result. So there's a reason and there's a method to the madness. There's a reason behind doing it a certain way. And everybody's in this hookup culture and this society of, oh, you're empowered to sleep with whoever, and it's causing a major problem. It'll be years from now till it really sinks in and really, these people really start to see how difficult this really is. We already have a bunch of single mothers crying, talking about how hard it is, but they're still becoming single mothers. I don't understand. Let's continue.
That this is not what I wanted. I wanted to be married or engaged when I had my second child because the first one didn't work either. Yes, I have 2 baby daddies. Yes, I'm a statistic. Yes. All your questions, yes. But y'all not gonna get on here and make me feel bad. I know what I did. Okay, whatever. But I know I'm not the only person that's going through this. So that's why I honestly came on TikTok to talk about it because pregnant and single is by far one of the hardest things I've ever encountered. On top of being a mother, on top of working full time, oh my God, y'all, this is hard. This is really hard. And that's why I came on here. Mostly to vent, and then sometimes to be a lot of uplifting uplifting people out here. But yeah, pregnancy, and then you see everybody when they're pregnant with their spouse and they're doing all the pictures, everything looks so cute.
I guess I can't and she's a sweetheart. I'm not even trying to come at her or nothing like that. I just think that it's just mind-boggling because where's the guidance? Where are the family? Where's the parents? Where are the fathers in these young women's lives? Where are the fathers who are guiding them? Where are the mothers who are telling them, hey, this is not what you should be doing? I think it's too many other influences and everybody is following the wrong ways and everybody is championing the wrong way and giving the wrong advice. All these older women who have become single mothers should be out here mentoring or talking to the youth at least, telling them, hey, no, I made this mistake. Don't you do it. Don't go out and have babies with these dudes. Require marriage from a man, commitment from a man before you start creating children with these men who end up not being in the child's life. Stop going out and thinking that it's cool to be single mothers and to have random intercourse with people you barely know. Stop thinking that it's empowerment to be promiscuous and be out here and being, 304. Stop thinking that that's a flex and that is something to be proud of, because it's not. Because when you're left holding the bag, you're going to be another statistic complaining about how hard it is when it's not something that you have to do. They speak as if this is they had no control. And I don't understand. It needs to be a requirement and a priority to not go out and make babies before marriage, and understand that it is necessary and important to have 2 parents in your child's life if you're gonna have children. So that means you need to make sure that you are with somebody who actually wants to be with you and wants to have children with you, and you want to be with them and have their children. Let's continue.
Just I wish that was me. Yeah, that's me right now. very emotional, very wish that I had a boyfriend, very wish that I was with the person that I had my child with, you know. You wish that because that's what you want. Like, you want to give your kids a 2-parent household. Yes, I wanted all of that. And watching other people go through it, I just be like, oh my God, like, y'all so lucky, because being single, it's just like so many emotions, so many things you go through. You just like by yourself. Like, don't get me wrong, family and everything is very important. Family, friends, yes, love y'all down. Love y'all down, down, down. Like, y'all have been my support system. But it's different when you have the male figure that, you know, that you share the baby with. Like, it's so different. It just feels different. Like, at the beginning of my pregnancy, I did have him. You know, we was good. We was working through everything cool. But just things, you know, didn't work out. So, decided to split up or whatever. Mutual feelings. Like, we both decided that it was for the best. Yeah.
I think it's a bunch of young people making horrible decisions, and they don't really know what they're doing. Let's just be honest. They don't really know what they're doing, and they're making horrible decisions. They're suffering the consequences, and those children will suffer the consequences. So I just wanted to just chime in on this one, you guys. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments of this video. Do you think that it's all about being young and dumb? And do you think that a lot of these so-called young and dumb people will actually learn from their mistakes? Do you think it's a willful act that they're doing? Are they doing this on purpose? Because like I said, a lot of these young people act as if this is something that has to happen, and it really does not. And why is it a recurring cycle that's constantly happening over and over and over again? And it's an epidemic. So somebody has to break the cycle. Somebody has to realize that this is not a prerequisite. This is not something you have to do. You do not have to become a single mother. You can actually do it a different way. So that's my 2 cents on it. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one.